how are you? Well, today we're going to continue with some grammar. We're going to do questions with could and questions with going to. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so let's start, okay? What we're going to do is questions with could and also questions with be going to, okay? So right now we're going to start with the questions with could. Let's make an affirmative sentences with could. We could sell tickets for the dance. This is an affirmative sentences. We're going to make these sentences a question. To do that, we need to put the auxiliary or the helping verb, that is this one, at the beginning. To make a question, we need to put this over here. So we put could, and we put the subject in this other side. Then we put the verb, and we complete the question. Could we sell tickets for the dance? And this is a question. Okay, so what do we do when we want to make questions with could? We change the position of could. We put could at the beginning and we put the subject afterwards and then the verb, and we complete the sentences. Do you remember that I told you that we always use after could we put a verb? Yes? Okay, so to make a question, we need to change the helping verb could at the beginning. Since it's at the beginning, we need a capital letter over here, okay? And then we put the subject, the verb, and we make a question. This is a question, a yes or no question, okay? So to answer, we can put, could we sell tickets for the dance? So how do we put the answer? We say, yes, we could. Or we can put it in a negative way. We say, no, we couldn't. Okay, so this is a question, a yes, no question, okay? Okay, so let's continue. Remember that we have two different types of questions. We have the yes or no questions, and we also have the informative questions, or sometimes we call it WH questions. In this case, we're going to call it informative questions. In the informative questions, we have to give sentences, a long sentences to answer. We cannot answer yes or no, okay? So, to do this, since we're only working with could right now, I'm going to take going to out, so you won't get confused, okay? Okay, let's continue. So we're making questions with could, okay? This is the affirmative sentences. We could sell tickets for the dance. We're going to make a question with how much. What do you think how much means? Well, how much means cuánto when we're talking about money, okay? So we can say here, how much, we have to put could over here, how much could, remember that we changed this for this, so we have to put how much could we sell, we have to put the verb, sell the tickets how much could we sell the tickets for? And it's a question. How much could we sell the tickets for? How much money is it going to cost? That's what I am asking, okay? How much could we sell the tickets for? How much is it going to cost? We're talking about how we are going to sell our tickets, okay? So we can answer. We have to answer in long sentences. We cannot say yes or no. Imagine, can you say, what's your name? Yes? No, no. So we have to put a long answer. How much could we sell tickets for? The tickets for? We can say, since we're asking our question with could, we have to answer with could. So we say we could sell the tickets for $5. Say. Okay? So we say the question is how much could we sell the tickets for? We're going to answer. We could sell the tickets for $5. Okay? So this is an informative question. You see that we did not answer with yes or no. We answered in a complete sentences. Okay? Okay, so now we are going to continue, but right now we're not going to work anymore with could. Okay? Don't forget that we use could for suggestions and for possibilities. And when we're using it in questions, it's for the same thing. Okay? So right now we are going to work with going to, be going to. When do we use be going to? Do you guys remember? We use going to talk about future events or future plans. Okay? So let's take out could and we're going to change it for going to. Okay? But we're going to work with questions with going to because we already saw the affirmative sentences, okay? So let's do it. We're going to do the questions. First, we're going to do an affirmative sentences so you will see how we make it a question. We're going to have a concert, okay? The sentences is for the future. It says, we are going to have a concert. Remember, to talk about the future with going to, we use the verb to be. And since this is we put are. Then we put going to and the verb in the base form. You remember? That is for affirmative sentences. When we are making questions, we change places. So we have to put first the verb to be. I'm going to put are over here. Then we have to put the subject, that in this case is we. Have to put we. And we put going to. The verb, that in this case is have. a concert. This is the complement. And since it's a question, we need to put a question mark. So the question says, are we going to have a concert? This is a yes or no question. It's a short answer question. So we can put yes, we are, or we can say no, we aren't. Okay? So this is a yes-no question. What is the question? Are we going to have a concert? Yes, we are. Or no, we aren't. So remember, to make a question, we change these two. We put the verb to be at the beginning. That's why it's in a capital letter. And then we put the subject after the verb to be. And then we put going to, the verb in the base form, that is have, and the complement. Okay? And this is a short answer question, so we say yes or no. Okay, so now we are going to do questions, but we're going to do the questions, the informative questions, okay? So the informative questions with be plus going to, okay? So what do? We're going to do, since this is an informative question, we're going to use have, okay? And then we have to put the verb to be. The verb to be here is are. This is the verb to be. Okay? Verb to be. After the verb to be, we need to put a subject. Okay? The subject in this case is you. I'm going to put an S that says subject. Okay? After that, we put going to. That means that we're talking about the future. Okay? And after going to, we are going to need the verb in the base form. So we put the verb in the base form. And then we have the complements. Yes? Okay. So what is the question? The question says, how are you going to sell the cupcakes? Okay, we need to know how. What is how? Es cómo, okay? So we need to answer this question in a complete sentences. We cannot answer with yes or no, okay? We cannot answer with yes or no. So let's answer this question. How are you going to sell the cupcakes? Since they're asking me how I'm going to sell, I have to answer with the subject I. Okay, so I say I, that is the subject. Okay, then we always need the verb to be, but with I cannot use are. I have to change it with am. So I say I am. We need to put, since we're talking about the future and the question has going to, we need to put going to. I am going to. And do you remember that we always need a verb after going to? The verb, we're going to use the same verb that is in the question. Obviously, we need to put the same verb. So we're going to say, I am going to sell the cupcakes. Okay? The cupcakes. How am I going to sell it? How? I am going to sell the cupcakes in a cake sale. That is how I'm going to sell the cupcakes. So, this is the question, okay? To answer this question, I have to make a complete sentences because this is an informative question. It is not a yes or no question. Let's ask again the question. How Are you going to sell the cupcakes? And you answer, I am going to sell the cupcakes in a cake sale. Okay? This is an informative question. We saw the yes or no questions with could, and we also saw the going to, the informative questions, and yes or no questions. Okay? We already saw could in affirmative sentences, and we also saw be going to in affirmative sentences. So, in the class, we are going to do some exercises with both of these. Okay? So, see you later. Well, guys, I hope you like this lesson. Okay? Remember that we use could for suggestions and we use be going to for the future events or future plans. Okay? Enjoy our classes and have a great time. See you. I'm happy that I can see you. Bye-bye.